Level by Level Gaming, and this is going to be another video on the Ms.Pac-Man cabinet here. If you remember in the video prior to this concerning this cabinet, it would fire up for a little bit, show some wavy lines, the grid test screen or whatever it's called, the launch screen, would come back up and it would basically play for a few seconds and reset itself. Also across the monitor there would be some scrolling, periodic scrolling lines. And the first thing that I did with this cabinet is I came in and I checked the power coming in. This work was done prior to me as far as these were soldered and taped with electrical tape. I took the electrical tape off and checked these soldering joints, and I saw that this grounding wire here looked like the solder had broke and it was coming loose. So I cut it, re-spliced it. I need to get a wire nut and put it on here. I also untaped and checked these. I cut and redid this one because it also looked like the solder was, the joint between the solder, it looked like it was cracking. And this one actually looked pretty good. So I might still just cut it and, you know, re-intertwine them, put a nut on it, and just redo all three of these. But the grounding was not an issue, so I thought maybe something was wrong there. So I followed all these lines, looking for problems. I got some readings with my multimeter coming off of each one of these, and then I moved on to the fuses. And lo and behold, whenever I pulled these fuses, this one right here, when I pulled it out, this whole little ear right here, or whatever you want to call it, this wing, I guess is the word I'm looking for, that puts the pressure and makes an electrical connection on these fuses. When I pulled this fuse, that whole thing broke. So I actually replaced it with this one that was in the shop from some of my other projects, resoldered the ends there. And I thought, well, maybe there was a problem there. Still no go, but that needed to be replaced because, like I said, that was weak enough that it just broke whenever I pulled this fuse. Checked all the fuses, no problems. Just kept checking everything. Checked these boards here, daughter boards and whatnot. Made sure that this stuff was all still seated well. Looked at all these, the ends of these. Looked at everything to see if I saw anything bulging or anything obvious. Worked my way up the board to this connection here, and whenever I pulled this connection, it was really oxidized and corroded in there. Cleaned it to the best of my ability with a pencil eraser and some rubbing alcohol and Q-tips, and clean that up. Now I'm not going to pull this off because one of these pins right here did not look very happy, and I almost feel like I should go in there and retin it out. But anyways, seated it back down on there and fired it up, and it worked like a charm. So maybe that was what was the problem. It was shorting out right here on this connection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this cabinet back up completely, button it down. I will go back, like I said, go in here, and before I give this back to the owner, I'll go in here and clean that up right there and try to secure this where I fix that down to there. Maybe clean up, because this thing has got a 30-year-old grime in there. But I'm going to close this cabinet up, button it up, and fire it on and see what happens. Alright, so stay tuned. Alright, Ms.Pac-Man is closed back up. Let's make our way over here to a power switch, and it's way down on the bottom of the machine. Power is on. We got buzz, crack, snap, pop. I hear some fans, and we've got Inky and Sue running across the screen. And there goes Ms. Pac-Man. So we do have life. No loud buzz, hum, feedback coming through the speakers. No reset. All right, let me go in here and let's get a coin. I can find the wire right there. All right, so we've got a coin. Let's see here. And we, my friends, are up and running. All right, so we have a live and well machine that is not shorting itself out, not resetting itself, and like I said, all is well. I'm going to clean up on the inside a little bit, get this thing right and tight, and then give it back to the owner. If he has problems with this machine further, I might have to go in there on that connection on the board and re-tin out those pins and our legs and go from there. So that is a successful fix in my book for the Ms. Pac-Man, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't done so, please subscribe, hit that like button if you like my videos, and comment in the sections below. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching.